Hi there and welcome back to Jay's Toy Collection UK for another action figure breaking news video. And today it's all about Marvel Legends. So we have just had the fan stream for June 2024 from Hasbro. So before we get into the news, if you could hit that like button, leave your thoughts in the comments below on all the action figure reveals. Are you picking them up? Let me know. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, as we're getting so close to 2,000 subscribers here in 2024. And of course, everybody, tickle that notification bell to find out when the next action figure video goes up. Lots of these figures will be pre-orderable soon. I'm thinking as soon as tomorrow from Marvel Legends. So head over to Blue Owl Collectibles here in the UK. Link is in the description below. Affiliate link down there. And help out Scotty C at Blue Owl Collectibles, who's doing an excellent job with some of your action figure needs. So let's head over to JC at TNI Toy News for the slideshow, and let's see what happened. So I managed to get out of work on time today, so I managed to see the stream as it happened. Dan Young wasn't there, but we had Ryan and we had Dwight taking us through. It's a hell of a screen grab we've got to start there, and off we go then into the yonder of Marvel Legends. So we start with the 85th anniversary program, the 85th anniversary program, Marvel Legends. There was only one more item to reveal. Probably the worst kept secret in all of action figures at the moment was the figure would be Odin. Amazon even leaked it, I think, in the description. And as we head over, then you will see it is Odin, the father of Thor, the son of Bor, if I've got my lore correct when it comes to Asgardians. But he is no regular size figure. Oh no, he is a deluxe, and he is a massive deluxe figure. This figure is like, well in excess of 8 inches tall and super bulky. Now, I do know a good friend of the channel, Adam Batman Moran, does like his Asgardians, and I'm sure he's going to like the size. He likes them big and beefy. He's going to like the size of this Odin. I'm assuming we're going to be at around the sort of £40, $40 mark for this deluxe figure in terms of sizing and accessory count. So he sent the Raven, all sorts of things. I think there's interchangeable headpieces in there. You've got the super size headgear there as well. So this is a really big figure. So scale wise, they do show it with a Thor figure in a minute, and it does absolutely dwarf Thor. It almost looks too big to me. It almost looks like a Marvel Select, because they did an Odin figure and that thing was massive. But they have definitely given Odin his bulk this time. So he is in the gold armor. It doesn't appear to be painted though, so you might get a bit of the old swirly twirly when it comes to plastic there. But one thing I am noticing is a soft goods cape. So for the second time then, we are getting soft goods capes in Marvel Legends. They haven't gone as far as bendy wire as far as I can see yet. So it does literally just look like a hanging piece of cloth. So improvements can be made. So we're never happy, as you say. So we could do with some bendy wire. If McFarlane can do bendy wire, hopefully Hasbro can get to that soon as well. But with the old Odin figure, the old Builder figure from way back, at least probably nearly 10 years ago now, was the Odin Builder figure. That thing used to keep falling over because the cape used to make him sort of back heavy. So the good thing about this supersized deluxe is he ain't going to fall over, and he's not going to be made back heavy by that cape at all. You've got the interchangeable fur piece there. I believe, I don't know if it's a full head. I think it might just be an interchangeable hair piece that actually goes on the figure there. Yes, I think it is just an interchange. That hair will come off, and you can put on the different helmet, the horned helmet, the super fancy helmet. It looks like we got a redo of the sort of spear, sort of trident accessory, I suppose. I think that is from the old figure. I do recognise that. I think that's a new sword. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, actually, no. I think that is a. I think I've seen Thor with that sword. Actually, come to look at it, it's got a bit of different paint deco on it. And the Raven we have seen before as well with the other version of Thor. So that is the final item then. So the Marvel 85th anniversary program for the summer is over in terms of reveals, at least. So the pre-orders are up or will all be up soon for all those. So some quite decent items, I think, over the 85th anniversary program. I think the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider is my favourite, and that looks to be an important figure when we come to the Builder figure wave that was announced at the end of the screen then. So loads of accessories you can get there with Odin. There is the aforementioned soft goods cape, and you can take off, as I said, the piece there. And yeah, I was right on the head. It's always just looked very strange. Mattel doing this now with WWE figures as well. You've got these sort of interchangeable hair pieces, but they do look very freaky when you take them off. And there is a scaling photo. So yeah, absolutely massive sort of size difference when it comes to Odin there, as opposed to Thor. So is this one I'm going to pick up? I will answer this myself and answer this in the chat as you are watching this one back. Are you picking these figures up? So am I going to pick Odin up? Maybe, I don't know. I do have the builder figure, but this is a definite size improvement at least. So I think I probably will want Odin, but I don't think he's a day one character for me. And talking day one, looks like that will be in 10 days' time then, on the 27th of June at 1 p.m. Eastern. So that'll be 6 p.m. UK at Pulse and other mainline retailers. So about 10 days or so until we get the Odin pre-order. Right, item number 2. We go to the MCU, technically adjacent, the Sonyverse, if you will, to one of my, well, you've seen my coverage on the Carnage figure that was announced recently. One of my least favorite films in the comic book medium is Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I cannot stand that movie, but we are getting our second figure from it with this version of Venom. So, of course, we have had Venom before in his Tom Hardy style Sonyverse figure. So it is a reuse of the body, but we are getting some new accessories and updated deco. And like the Carnage, I don't like the film, but I do like the figure. I do like these accessories on Venom there. The little Venom heads, the little symbiote tendrils coming off, and they are removable. It looks like they come off in a pair of 2 and another pair of 2. Same head sculpts as before, same body as before, just updated deco. So will you be picking this one up? For me, I am, well, as you can see behind me, the Lego MCU style is started, so I'm going more into Lego and a few Hot Toys from the MCU. So I'm coming away from Legends. I might sell the rest of my Legends, I think. I might go to 0 cubes for Sony and Marvel when it comes to the MCU in terms of Marvel Legends. So I will not be picking this one up for me, but it does look nice. Of course, if you've got the other one, do you need the upgrade? The other one was quite pricey on the aftermarket. I thought he had a redo actually recently. I had a reissue, which might have brought the price down there. But we'll go through the images there. And pre-order coming soon. And by the big little circle there, appears to be a Target exclusive then, if you are after Venom. But he does look good with the Carnage. So, right, onto a figure I would like. So here we have Professor X, the rumoured, so Shadow Rectangular, of course, for his leaked rumoured list, where most of it appears to be true. I'll say most, we'll get to one in a minute. But this one was on the list, retro carded Professor X. And I've gone on record, I am on record here on YouTube, saying I want a green suit, Savage Land Professor X. It's a simple repaint of the red suit Hank Pym. And I thought, yes, this is my year, this is my chance. This is not Savage Land Professor X, is it? No, this is not Savage Land Professor X. This is, to WWE fans out there, one half of the Powers of Pain. This is the Warlord. So this is Warlord Professor X from the Uncanny X-Men 275. So it is a figure I am going to want. I am joking around there. I still want my, I'm going on record, I still want my jumpsuit Professor X though. So please, can we have a green Professor X? But this is nice to complete your sort of team there from X-Men 275. We needed the Warlord costume of Professor X. And yeah, it does look pretty good, doesn't it? They could have done this like gold version, I think, as well. They've gone for the sort of silver version there. So repaint probably coming. And repaint, did mention potential repaint, of course, because he did appear like this in the X-Men 1997, of course, from Disney Plus, which is an utterly fantastic show there. We've got a little Mythic Legion advert for AliExpress pop up there. So there you go. So yeah, one I will definitely be picking up there. Looks good with all the team together. Again, not going for pre-order yet. This will be a Walmart exclusive then in the US. I think some of the Walmarts, or the Walgreens, haven't been necessarily coming over here. So I hope this one does come to the UK there. You will get the interchangeable Charles Xavier sort of regular head sculpt. It does appear to be a new head sculpt to me, or at least they painted his facial details differently if it isn't new. He does have the raised eyebrow. You smell what Professor X is cooking there. Pinless body as well, by the looks of it. So there he is on the retro card then. So on the orange classic, we're getting all sorts of cards at the moment. This one actually might quite look good on the wall up there to my side as I glance there. So Warlord, Professor X, Shi'ar armor. It's your little call out on the card. So he will be coming soon to a Walmart near you. Yeah, like that one. So yeah, I'm in for that one. Right, okay. Amazon. Then we go over to Amazon now for a X-Men 2-pack. Now, this is a long-rumored X-Men 2-pack, but it does seem that this is the one time, the one in 100, the one in 99, you could say, that Rectangle hasn't got the name right on the leak list. So something has changed, but where is Mystique? Or, of course, is this Mystique in disguise? Because this doesn't look to be a Mystique to me. It appears to be Rogue. So Rogue in the, I would like to say, first appearance outfit there, at least a very early looking version of Rogue, sort of evil Rogue, if you will. And yeah, I actually prefer this than Mystique, to be honest, because we've got Mystique in the animated line. We've got Mystique in the regular line. I quite like the Mystique in the regular line. So I'm actually happy with this version of Rogue. This is a version we don't actually have. Whereas Mystique, I think, would have just been a body upgrade for Mystique, and maybe she is still coming. But yeah, I'm quite happy with Rogue. Let me know in the chat. Mystique or Rogue, who have you preferred? As we take a sip from the Spider-Man Cup. As we're nearly halfway through the images here from today. So it's going to be an Amazon 2-pack, which, let's be honest, means it'll end up in the sale. Because all the Amazon 2-packs end up in the sale. So this will definitely be one that I will be waiting for the sale for, because Rogue doesn't always particularly sell, and yes, it's a sort of Jim Lee variant. But yes, here we have then Destiny indeed. So, very, very popular character indeed, I think, for us collectors out there, is to finally get a Destiny in the Marvel Legends line. Looks pretty good. Not a lot you can do wrong with this one, really. You just need the sort of dome head and the gold face. We've got a dome head, we've got a gold face, and we've got a pinless body. So the boxes for me have been completely ticked here. So this is a 2-pack I would like to get. I don't think they show the accessories actually or anything in terms of in-hand images, but coming to Amazon and later this year, it is a 2-pack of Rogue and Destiny. Yeah, quite excited for this one actually. I know it's pretty much two very plain looking figures, but yeah, 2 characters I'd actually like to add to the Marvel Legends line. So pre-order coming soon. So far that's the pick of the releases so far for me. And another one from the leak list. Another one. It's the Phoenix. Now, we've been speculating for ages on who this would be. If you've been watching of course, the Dan Who streams here on YouTube, loads of speculation over the Phoenix. And we're all thinking, even I think it won the poll over there, it would be Rachel. But it's not Rachel. It is Jean then. So it is Jean Grey, but a more deluxe release. So it's Jean upgraded to the pinless body with 2 new head sculpts and some accessories that we'll get into. So when I saw it was Jean, I'm not going to lie, I was quite disappointed, because we've had plenty of Jeans over the years. We've had the apology head in the previous pack for the other one, which I've got on the shelf and I'm perfectly happy with. I think I kind of prefer the colours on that one than the colours on this one. But so when I saw this, I thought, okay, this is an easy pass for me. A very good one for a new collector out there that doesn't have a Phoenix. This head was like, okay, this head's good. I prefer this head. That's a nice new head to get there, more sort of angry, sort of Iron Phoenix head there. So yeah, I like that head. That head was pulling me in. And I started to get pulled in a bit more, get sucked in. So we start to see a flame effect. I was like, okay, quite like me an effect. And then we saw this. We saw the full-on, and it's big by the looks of it. We'll get to images in a minute from the stream. It is big. It's the full-on Phoenix bird itself in full flame format. And I was like, oh, probably going to need this one then. So I have the Toy Biz one. So Toy Biz did this way, way back in the early days of Marvel Legends. We had the Phoenix and the Dark Phoenix, and they both came with a wall-mountable Phoenix accessory. And to this very day in my collection, that Phoenix is right there. I've now got the Hasbro figure, but I've got that Toy Biz backdrop diorama of the Phoenix. But this one looks much, much bigger, and of course upgraded to today's sort of standards. So if I go to the image, we will see here. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. It is the Phoenix in the flame effect there. So it actually sits in the flame effect, and you can remove it. I think they said it was Jesse Falcon's idea to actually have it as a removable piece, which I think is a good one. So you can actually do some photography that way as well. But I'm thinking, as soon as you get some lights in this, that's going to look pretty good on the shelf. And it's quite big. It's quite imposing. I think there's an image of Jean. Yeah, we got Jean in front of it. So yeah, that has got a good bit of girth, as they like to say, we've got going on there. So I think I will probably be needing this one. Have to do a bit of a Jean upgrade in the collection, but that's a good size out there, isn't it? Oh, yeah. So like that one. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. But we still need Rachel. We still need Rachel, but we've got the sort of the ultimate edition, if you will, of Jean Grey. I think we could call that one there. And then into the build a figure wave then. So it's a Strange Tales wave that has again been rumored. It is on the leaked list. That was pretty much, I think, the last thing on the leaked list that we actually needed to get to was the Strange Tales wave. And here we are. And it's not quite what we were predicting. So yeah, not a lot of characters that debuted in Strange Tales, as far as I'm aware. Brother Voodoo, of course, did have a Strange Tales run. You've got the Eye of Agamotto you can change into, make him sort of the Doctor Voodoo, of course, when he takes over from Doctor Strange as the Sorcerer Supreme, I do believe. But a figure we have had a few times in Marvel Legends before. I think this is the third release. I know we've had him in the Book of Ashanti box set. We've had a regular figure in one of the old Doctor Strange wave, which is the one I've got. And that accessory, we definitely had that accessory before, that sort of staff thing. I think that definitely comes with the other figures there. But we do have an upgraded pinless body here and a better head sculpt. So if you don't have Brother Voodoo, I think this is the better version. But if you do, then it's pretty much the same costume. So I don't think it's one you need particularly until we get to the builder figure. Now, my excitement wave for this wave, as it goes through, I thought, okay, it's not quite what I was expecting, and some strange characters. I was okay, not a wave I'm desperately going to need. You wait till we get to the builder figure, because my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, will certainly change when we get to the builder figure. This one I did want, though. This one I was like, oh, this is cool. So this is, of course, Dracula. Dracula himself, and in his sort of red blood armor. So Marvel's Dracula, as they called him. And I thought this is a good looking figure. This almost fit in with your Mythic Legion. Remind me of the Bram Stoker's Dracula's film when we've got the sort of blood armor on there, the red blood armor. So that's a cool look, not a traditional Dracula, but yeah, definitely a cool look for Dracula, and one probably I'd say is historically accurate to Bram Stoker's Dracula at least. But you get the fanged head and the non-fanged head as well. Got some nice toy photography as ever, and there is Dracula fighting Blade. So yeah, definitely came out of nowhere, this one, but it's definitely turned, this wave straight away is turning into a more, we thought it might be more Doctor Strange wave maybe, or some, I was hoping for Baron Mordo for Nightmare. We didn't get those. We got a very different take, definitely more sort of, well, it's a weird wave to announce really in June, because this definitely seems like a sort of end of year Halloween style sort of wave that's coming up here, but maybe that's when it will be released. So that's potentially why they announced it early for a sort of Halloween release, because I think these figures would sell better at Halloween. But here we have Wolverine then, and they teased this was Dan Young's favourite Wolverine of the year that he's been talking about for ages. And I was a little disappointed. I was like, Dan, you've let me down there. That's not my favourite Wolverine. And then, no, Ryan said he had a text. Ryan was making it up. This is not Dan Young's Wolverine. So we've still got at least one more Wolverine to come this year. I'm hoping for a sort of feral Wolverine or something. So this is not Dan's favourite Wolverine. So there's definitely a decent one to come at least. Because, oh, there you go, straight away. There's no upgraded body on this one. You can see the pins there. Pins never particularly bother me. They start to stick out now when the rest of the line becomes more and more pinless. When you see them big ones like that, it does stand out. So it's Wolverine, full taken over there. Hell version of Wolverine. Hellverine, I do believe. So not a character I'm going to be quite honest with you, I even knew existed. But I thought that's a cool design though. I do like the flaming adamantium on the skull. So it does look cool. I think this is the one figure that doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece. So there is Hellverine. And then we just got weirder for me. Bloodstorms. We got Storm, I think, from an alternate universe in vampire form. And again, not going to lie on this. I have absolutely not a Scooby. What's going on here? I have never heard of a vampire Storm in my life. But she looks what she is. She looks like a vampire Storm. So one for me, I thought, right, okay. Can't buy everything these days. The amount of toys this idiot buys. I thought, okay, so I can happily skip by. I was like, what is this? So Vampire Storm. Anybody, somebody educate me on Vampire Storm out there in the comments, because I haven't got a clue. It's a cool looking head sculpt at least. Body looks quite skinny to me, but I think it is pinless. It does appear to be, but those do look like the old single jointed elbows, potentially from the old sort of Rogue figures for the jackets on. So yeah, the figure's on a bit of high heels, so you might have a bit of trouble standing up. So yeah, not one I was particularly interested in. And then we get more demonic. So I was like, okay, this is literally a sort of Satan wave. And we've gone for the son of Satan. It's Damon Hellstrom. And hold on a minute. He looks familiar. Anybody say I'm gonna have to say I'm going to say the words. Engine of Vengeance? Is this the exact Damien Hellstrom from the Engine of Vengeance? Apparently it's not. They did say it's on different body sculpt, but the character design's exactly the same. So this was definitely took me by surprise. Not one I thought we would see. I thought this would have died with the Engine of Vengeance, but they've done a bit of a workaround there and got him into the line via a slightly different body. So as soon as I saw this, and I thought, okay, we're going very demonic, and we're talking Engine of Vengeance now. I'm like, is Mephisto the Builder figure? I was instantly thinking Mephisto's the Builder figure. Spoiler alert, he is not the Builder figure, but it is close. We will get to that in a minute. So, yeah, Damien Hellstrom, a figure I actually would like. Not the outfit I want, though. I want the more classic sort of look with the reds on than this brownish sort of topless version. So it's not my favorite version of the figure, but it is the first time for him in Marvel Legends, because we of course have not had him before at all. So it is nice to have a new character in the line. Just not my favorite design. Now I got a bit excited. This is more tickling my fancy. So here is of course Lilith, of course debuting in the Ghost Rider comics in the 90s, and that's why I was saying, oh, Danny Ketch is now important with the sort of demonic things, and then we saw Lilith. So definitely a figure I would want. Figure for the day for me so far. Will get topped in a minute, spoiled by the Builder figure. But for now, I was like, oh, Lilith, great. A new character, another character we've never had in Marvel Legends line. As I say, sort of growing up in the 90s, you've got to like your 90s comic book designs. And there's Lilith. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Not a character I thought was on the books at all until we got into this sort of demonic-y sounding wave that we seem to have turned into. So yes, very excited to get Lilith. And I think the final figure from the wave is old Moon Knight then. So they're saying this is a more West Coast Avengers style of Moon Knight with the gold detailing on the figure, the blacked out head as well there. So I was like, okay, we've had a few Moon Knights. We've had a few Moon Knights over the years, but one I could probably add to the collection, I was thinking. So not again not my most exciting of waves, as you could say so far for me. Not my most exciting of waves, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna have Moon Knight. There's a cool shot coming up, I think, in a second of Moon Knight with the West Coast Avengers. There it is. So that is the West Coast Avengers 5-pack. I got on a very, very good Amazon sale for that one. So there is your 5-pack plus Hawkeye plus Moon Knight. So that's a cool little shot there. So I was like, okay, that sold me on that one. Would like to do that shot in the toy collection. So Moon Knight. So I was like, okay, what is the Builder figure going to be? Oh, now my excitement level. I've peaked, as you say. I've peaked now. This is Blackheart for the first time since the Toy Biz days, and one of the Toy Biz figures I never owned. So I've been waiting for a Blackheart. I was like, yes, finally, Blackheart. And he looks really good. Do like the look of this Builder figure. And then I realised only really want Lilith and maybe Moon Knight from the Builder figure wave. Wouldn't mind Damien Hellstrom, but I was like, okay, right. Now you've got me. Now you've got me. Because I really want this is an absolute for me a must-buy Builder figure. The son of Mephisto, Blackheart. So we've got to be getting close. Surely we are getting close to Mephisto now. We've got his son, we've got all these demonic characters. We have to be getting Mephisto in the Marvel Legends line. I'm hoping again for a classic looking Mephisto in the line. But they pulled me in with Blackheart, but now what do I do? Do I pre-order this wave? Because I don't want a lot of the figures in it, but I do want the Builder figure. Is it one of those where you've got to get the figure you want, get the Builder figure, and sell the rest? Or will this one go to a sale? So will I have to play the wait to a sale game? I'm not sure yet, but pre-orders do go soon. I think we'll get to a graphic on that in a second. But yeah, I do like the figure of Blackheart. I like this almost purple shading in the sort of hair there. Completely pinned there. She's got all the spiky bits on it. Yeah, pretty excited for this one, as you can tell. So Blackheart is the Builder figure wave. He debuted in the Daredevil comics, so there is a good sort of size comparison to Matt Murdock. And there is your pre-order information then. So it isn't tomorrow, it's actually the 20th. So we've got a few more days to go yet to the pre-order. Actually, which is on Thursday, the Blackheart Builder figure wave. So you can see the boxes there. So they did say that these boxes are like the new Hasbro uniform boxes, but they have to be wider and deeper to accommodate the Builder figure pieces, but they are the same height. So I don't mind the packaging. I think that looks okay. Not fussed either way, really, but the packaging looks all right. So yeah, definitely in for actually thinking about Dracula's in, Lilith's in, Moon Knight's in. Suppose I could get Hellstrom. I don't want a Brother Voodoo. Really don't need that Storm because I don't know who she is. But I think you can pass on Wolverine. But yeah, Strange Tales Wave. Again, not what we're thinking, I think, for Strange Tales Wave. It turned more into a sort of demonic wave. Might have been a better name, a Halloween wave, if you will. But that is a Strange Tales Wave then. And I think in terms of the leaked Build-A-Figure waves, that was the last one. So it's all new then, come San Diego Comic-Con of where we are going. But they did tease one thing. I haven't got an image here, of course. They put Iron Man on the table. It was the Iron Man from the Marvel vs. Capcom game, effectively, we already have. So definite more teases around the Marvel vs. Capcom game. The whole internet thinks they've solved the rock with the throw there from Ryan Ting. That looks like potentially then it's got to be some form of X-Men versus or Marvel versus Capcom small scale Sentinel, potentially as a San Diego Comic Con exclusive. And then the tease of Blackheart versus a character from the game versus Iron Man. 100% confirms to me we are getting something at San Diego Comic Con related to Marvel versus Capcom. Will it be a box set? I think that's looking most likely. That is my most likely guess of what we will get at SDCC in a month's time. And the final image was a tease of this big gun with maybe an electrical effect. I have absolutely no idea who it is. So if the internet sleuths can get out there and get in the comment section and let me know what this is for, that would be much appreciated because I ain't got a clue. So there is a giant gun. Somebody will recognize it. If it's related to Marvel vs. Capcom, that would help. And that would back up all the theories, but I do not know. But ladies and gentlemen, that was it then. That was the Hasbro Fanstream. Bit of a mixed one for me. I wasn't too keen on a lot of figures in the Build-A-Figure wave. Love the Build-A-Figure. Love the Phoenix accessory. Odin, not too fussed. Venom, not too fussed. Would like Destiny, though, as well. So, yeah, a bit of a mixed one, but a nice little whetting of the appetite before San Diego Comic-Con in just over a month's time. Then they announced the whole team would be there at SDCC. So we didn't get anything relating to the skull that Dwight was teasing, if that was a tease. So maybe that's still to come. And clearly that rock is going to be announced at San Diego Comic-Con or maybe in the lead up as an SDCC exclusive. So get in the comments, let me know all your thoughts on Marvel Legends. Well, I think I'll leave it there. So let's get this video uploaded. I've been Jay. This has been Jay's Toy Collection UK. And of course, I will see you on the next video.